I think you've got a pretty good case. Have I? I don't know if I want to do anything about it. You'd let him get away with it. I don't want to talk about it in front of a whole bunch of strangers.
And if he gets a really clever lawyer, well, he will get off.
But he's guilty.
Of course he is. But just be very, very sure that you know what you're letting yourself in for. How are the grandchildren?
Well, you know them, ripping the legs off life.
You should bring them over more often. Your father and I have hardly seen them lately.
Is it the police? Yes, I'd like to report an assault. Come down from physio.
Yeah, deep tissue massage. Man, those people really know how to inflict pain, eh?
So, did you meet anyone interesting along the way?
Yeah, I met this battle-axe nurse, if that's what you mean.
Really?
Yeah, Burton. What's her problem?
You met Carrie Burton?
Unfortunately.
Not another nurse?
Well, there was this other nurse, but she was too busy. I didn't meet her.
Oh, yeah, what other nurse?
Māori, real cute.
Hey, about yay high?
Yeah, that's the one.
Would you like to meet her?
Heck yeah.
It can be arranged.
You reckon?
Hey, with the right contacts.
How about tomorrow then? I'm in for another session.
Leave it to me.
Okay.
Tomorrow then.
Me and my knee will be there.
All right, tomorrow. Alison 1, Cupid 0.
Hi. You okay?
I did it.
Did what?
When I saw him in reception, him just going on with his life as though nothing ever happened. I suddenly knew that he couldn't get away with it. Not after he's changed my life forever. I rang the police.
Good on you.
Really?
I just wanted to make sure that you knew what you were doing.
God, what have I let myself in for?
It's certainly not going to be easy.
I'm just gonna have to tough through it.
You will. And if you need a shoulder.
Thanks.
Now, I can recommend Keenan and Bosley.
Mum,
but
come
they're-
on. Double back.
Oh, it's Father Stewie. You've been busy learning all those big, long hymns, have you?
Oh, it's Daryl.
Oh, it's all right. I'm out of here. Bye, Mum. Nice to have met you, Alison. Be good, Stewie. Oh, I forgot. You already are. Ha.
Now, don't be late.
Promise.
Late for what?
Melissa's birthday. Oh, I just love kids' birthday parties.
Mum, you don't mind if I don't go?
Why? Thought you were fond of your wee niece.
Yeah, of course I am, but I just...
That's it then. You can be in charge of the hats.
Yeah, okay, come on, let's just go.
I'll hold the fort.
Will you? Mm-hmm. Oh, God. See you in the morning then, Alison.
Bye.
Bye.
Ah, I've got some news for you.
Oh, what?
Well, it's dark and handsome with a dodgy leg and it wants to meet you.
Henry wants to meet me.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure you were the cute nurse that he was talking about. Wasn't Steve Mills.
When?
Tomorrow morning he's coming in for physio. Ah, what?
I've got an exam tomorrow morning.
Oh, I forgot.
I skipped breakfast. Actually, I skipped lunch, come to think of it. No wonder I fainted. My blood sugar level must be as low as a league player's IQ.
Is that what you honestly believe?
Not honestly, no. I'm just not too keen on the alternative.
The longer you go on thinking that, the more treatment time you waste.
Oh, are you sure of that? For all we know, denial might be the only treatment. It can't happen to me, therefore it doesn't.
And bit by bit, the cancer is eating away your metabolism.
Your bedside manner lacks a certain subtlety at times, Chris.
At least let me do some tests.
All right.
Okay, I'll need you in overnight.
Look, I don't want anyone to know there's anything serious.
Sarah.
Can't you just take your vial samples or whatever it is you want and let me go?
If anyone asks, I'll say you banged your head in your little swan dive in theatre, okay? Put your feet up for a few hours.
I don't suppose you sell vacuum cleaners in your spare time.
You shouldn't be disturbed in here.
thank you.
Does Dr. McKenna have to know?
You'll be fine, don't worry.
Have a seat, Kirsty. Now, I'm sure that you're aware you've made a very serious allegation here. So I'm going to have to ask you some rather difficult questions. All I want you to do is answer them as best as you possibly can, okay? Do you know the name of the man who attacked you?
Yes, Daryl Nielsen.
And how do you know Mr. Nielsen?
His mum works here, Marge, and he comes in and sells drugs for a company, and we were working together.
You're working together?
I was making some aloe vera gel and stuff, and he was helping me.
Helping in what way?
With the marketing and stuff, through his contacts, all the people he said he knew.
It's all right, Kirsty. Now, when do you say that this assault took place?
3 nights ago.
About what time?
I don't know, I can't remember.
It's okay. We'll come back to that. Now, you allege this assault happened where?
I didn't allege anything. It happened. He attacked me and he beat me and it was in my home and he did it, and I'm not making any of this up.
I'm not saying you are.
I just want to tell the truth.
It's all right. It's all right. As long as you are, we'll be fine.
Evening, Dr. McKenna.
Steve?
If you're waiting for a bus, I don't think they use this route anymore.
I'm waiting on Chris. He's in with Sarah.
Sarah, what's the matter?
Well, she's had a bit of a turn. I thought you knew.
A bit of a turn? What's that supposed to mean?
You can go in now, Michael.
Talk to Chris, Steve.
What's going on in there, Kristen? Don't tell me she's just had a bit of a turn.
It's nothing to worry about. She just fainted in theatre. It could have been the lights, low blood sugar, who knows? It's really nothing to worry about. You should be able to see her tomorrow.
Felt like such an idiot. Sorry, Michael.
It's no problem, as long as you're okay.
Yeah, well, despite what Dr. Gloomy Guts says, I'm not too bad.
That's good. Did he give you any idea when you might be coming back to work?
I'm not.
Sorry? You mean Chris said that you...
No, I'm saying. I'm resigning. I can't come back to work.
Rosalind. Oh, right.
We're taking a bit of a break.
We've been seeing too much of you around here lately.
Twice, Michael.
Twice too often.
She says she's ready to go on now, Rosalind.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Harrison. Excuse me.
Poor girl. She's really being put through the ringer.
I hope it's not for nothing.
So, Mr. Nielsen took you back to the flat from the restaurant in his car?
Yes.
Did anything happen in the car?
What? No.
Nothing happened that might have led him to assume...
No, I've already told you. Nothing happened until we got back to the flat. We just talked. It wasn't until he got into my home.
Kirsty, I have to ask all these questions to try and get the whole story. I'm going to have to talk to some other people. You understand that? Who was the first person you spoke to afterwards?
Stuart.
Stuart.
Stuart Nielsen. Daryl's brother.
And what about a doctor? Were you examined by a doctor?
Yes, Meredith Fleming. She works here.
Anyone else you can think of who might be able to help?
Jenny Harrison. She knew I was seeing Daryl. It wasn't like that.
You said you'd been working with him.
Yes, but we went out to talk about the business, and Jenny saw us at a restaurant once.
The night of the assault?
No, before.
So you'd been out with Mr. Nielsen previously?
Yes, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all.
Yeah, so I screwed up. Jaki's got exams this morning. Sorry.
What time's she coming back to work?
Roster. Oh, she's got travel clinic this afternoon.
So, what?
Oh, that's for people that are going overseas. They get injections, cholera, typhoid, that sort of thing. Just a minute. Hi, can I help you?
Dr. Fleming, please.
I'm sorry we don't make appointments with specific doctors, but if you'd like to wait...
It's all right, Alison. Dr. Fleming is waiting for you in Michael's office.
Oh, great, thanks.
She's that policewoman, isn't she?
I'll take over here if you like.
What does she want to see Meredith for?
Sorry? Marge, is it?
Point taken. Hey, sorry I blew it, Henry.
She'll be right.
Ciao.
Anything I can help you with?
Yes, I need some injections. I'm going overseas.
What's going on?
No go, I'm afraid.
I don't understand. Why won't she see me?
She's been discharged this morning. Maybe you can talk to her then.
She won't even return my calls, and every time I see her, she practically sprints in the other direction. I don't even know what's going on in there.
You know that I can't...
Yeah. I know patient confidentiality and all that.
She specifically asked me not to tell you.
It's like she's locked the door and thrown away the key. All I want to do is find out how she is.
You're going to have to talk to Chris, not me.
He's not exactly a mine of information.
We'll try him today. He may know something more.
Come on, he's not going to tell me anything.
Listen, Steve, I have very specific instructions from my patient. I will not violate her trust. Dr. Warner, on the other hand, doesn't quite have my strength of will, shall we say.
How long after the alleged incident did you examine Ms. Knight?
2-3 hours.
And?
Bruising, lacerations, particularly around her ribs and arms. The kinds of injuries one usually sees with this type of assault. I took some photos. I'll forward them as soon as they're developed.
Thank you. It's very efficient.
I'd just like to see justice done.
And just what is that?
I know Kirsty. She wouldn't lie about something like this.
You'd call her a friend?
Well, different ages, different backgrounds, but yes, I'd call her a friend.
If I was a doctor and a friend of mine came to me saying...
My judgment wasn't clouded, if that's what you're implying. I do volunteer work at a women's refuge. I've seen rape and attempted rape. I know what it looks like.
And you've seen rape go unpunished?
Of course. A percentage of women back down when faced with the trauma of the trial, as you well know.
So maybe here's a little opportunity to get a little justice for all of them.
Not if it means falsifying the evidence. Justice cuts both ways.
So you think Darryl Nielsen's guilty?
Yes.
Then it's time to find out what he's got to say for himself.
Stuart.
Huh?
I'm glad I found you. You probably haven't heard yet.
About what?
Kirsty's filed a police complaint.
About Darryl?
They've spoken to her and Meredith. It's my turn later, and they'll want to see you too.
Me?
Of course. Well, you were the first one on the scene.
Yeah, but I didn't exactly see anything,
You saw the state Kirsty was in. Stuart, do you have a problem with this? I thought you wanted to see Darryl getting what he deserves.
Yeah, I do. He's my brother. I mean, I know what he did was terrible. Why do I have to be the one who has to dob him in? Mum would be totally devastated for a start.
Yes, I understand that, and I'm sorry, but if it comes to a choice between Marge being upset and Darryl getting away with this...
Well, it's not just Mum. What about Diane and the kids, huh? What if Darryl goes to jail? I can't do that to them.
So what are you going to do? Lie to the police?
No, I couldn't do that. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Steve, stop hassling.
Just tell me what I want to know and I'll get out of your face, okay? I promise.
Just drop it.
You know, I've been trying to figure out why Sarah dropped me. Out of the blue, no warning. And all this time, there's been one reason I haven't wanted to believe. You reckon the reason why she's lying in there in that bed has anything to do with it?
I can't say.
Come on, Chris. It's the cancer, isn't it? The melanoma's back.
It's confidential information between doctor...
Come on, how sick is she? How sick is she?
Very.
Hi.
So?
How was the exam?
Oh, hard to tell.
I'm sure you did very well.
Yes! Oh, sorry.
Don't be. I wish all my nurses were so enthusiastic about their rosters.
It's just this guy that I've been sort of hoping to bump into. He's going to be at the travel clinic this afternoon.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, no.
What?
That means he'll be going overseas.
Come on, love. Mum will have a fit if we're late.
I'll get Melissa. You put the stuff on the car.
All right. I'll get it.
Darryl Nielsen?
Yeah?
Detective Gregg, CIV. May I come in?
Sure. This is in connection with what?
Well, we're investigating a complaint laid by Kirsty Knight. Do you know Miss Knight?
Yeah, of course. Has something happened to her?
Well, I was hoping we could discuss that down at the station.
Why? What's it got to do with me?
Well, your name has come up in connection with the investigation.
Daddy, I'm ready. Can we go now?
Oh, not yet, darling. It's my daughter's birthday today, and we're having a family do at my mum's. Now wouldn't be a great time to come to the station.
Well, perhaps later.
Look, I've told you, I've got nothing else to say about it. I know Kirsty. I've done some business with her, and that's about it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Well, I'll leave you to it then.
Thanks.
Though, I'm sure we'll talk again, Mr. Nielsen.
Just take a seat, Mr. Tamariki.
Henry.
Hi, Henry. I'm Jaki. Jaki Money.
Hello, Jackie.
Hi. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, no problem. I'm trying to keep it off myself, eh? Don't like needles that much.
Who does?
I reckon.
You've got quite a list of injections here. Yellow fever, cholera, typhoid. You must be planning some trip.
Well, I'm not really.
Where are you going?
To the coffee shop across the road. Well, that's if you'll come with me.
Oh. Well, as luck would have it, you're my last patient. Okay.
Well, thanks, Stuart. That should about do it.
Sorry I couldn't be more help.
On the contrary, you've told me quite a lot. It can't be easy talking about your brother in this context.
No.
Will you be at your parents' place this afternoon? At the birthday party?
Yes, why?
No reason. Well, thanks again.
Hey.
Mrs. Harrison, if you could come through. I understand you knew about the relationship between Kirsty Knight and Al Nielsen before the alleged assault took place.
I had spoken to Kirsty about it, yes.
You felt the need to do that. Why?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure it was all above board.
You thought it might not have been?
No. I don't know. I was concerned.
You saw them at a restaurant, didn't you?
Yes.
And this was a few days before the alleged assault?
Yes.
And how are they getting on?
They seem to be fine.
And when you spoke to Ms. Knight later, how did she speak of Mr. Nielsen?
I'm not with you.
Well, was it as one would speak of a business associate? Or did she hate his guts, or was she in fact rather attracted to him?
The latter.
Despite the fact she knew he was married?
Despite the fact she knew he was married.
Hi.
How did it go?
I don't know.
Do you think they'll arrest him?
Kirsty, I have to be honest with you. I know what he did was wrong, okay? I mean, it was way wrong, but it didn't hit me till today, you know, when I was speaking to the cops. He's family. I mean, Diane and the kids are family too, and I just couldn't help thinking, you know, what would happen if... I have to go.
Hello? Hi.
What are you doing here?
Well, isn't this where the party's at?
Didn't I make it clear enough? I don't want to see you.
I know, Sarah.
You know what?
Chris told me.
Bloody typical, what does he care about my right to a bit of privacy?
Oh, I don't know about that, but I think he cares about what's right, though.
Oh. You know, big deal. Go away.
What is this? Is this some kind of misguided attempt to protect me?
Yeah, well, what's the point in hanging around?
Oh, thank you very much. Hey, we've had some good times, Steve, but it's going to get a little rough from here on in, so maybe you should skedaddle back to your comfortable little life. Hey, okay, Sarah. I'll just be on my way. What, do you really think I'm that self-centered? You really don't trust me enough to realize that love is more than just good times? Oh, wait. Newsflash, Donnelly. I do know that. And I want to be with you for as long as it takes, whether you like it or not. Do you know why? Because I love you.
You know, it's not going to be very pretty.
I know that.
You know where it ends.
I know that.
I'm gonna die, Stephen.
Melissa, big smile. Hey, Mum.
Don't you dare!
Too late. I'll get it. Okay, Stewie, give us a shot of that lovely haircut. Very priestly it is, too.
Oh, Daryl, look, he looks very smart. Even though it makes it a bit late for the party.
Daryl. Look, I told you I don't know anything.
Mr. Nielsen, do you mind if we step outside for a moment?
I'm in the middle of a flaming birthday party, for God's sake. Why don't you just leave me alone?
I really think we should step outside.
Look, I didn't do anything. Why don't you just go away?
I can't do that, Mr. Nielsen. I'm here to arrest you for the attempted sexual violation and assault of Kirsty Knight.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think a change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
Shortland Street was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand On Air.